This video is only one part of an in-depth review, so check out the rest at thegoodride.com. Thanks for watching. And this is the Ultra Mountain Twin. We rode this with Union Stratas, compared it against these two boards right here, the Aviator and the regular Mountain Twin. And we rode this with Adidas Tactical ADV and
Northwave Decades.
Yeah. And to give you a short summary, just like the Mountain Twin, they changed up a lot of stuff. They gave it a little bit of spoon nose after the camber. They kind of changed the disruption in the side cut. They gave it a little more effective edge, a little shorter nose and tail. And while the side cut radius is the same, it feels a little different because of all those other tweaks, and it makes the turn initiation just a touch faster than it used to be. Real big difference from the old Jones Mountain Twin. And talking about sizing, 57 felt right for me.
Felt perfect. It's a perfect size.
Works well with our boot size.
Yeah, it's perfect.
They have a lot of different sizes for a lot of different boot sizes, from all the way up 12 plus all the way down to like 8. So you can probably find
to your needs.
The best board for your boot size, your weight, and to a much lesser extent, your height. Shape, directional twin. It's centered on side cut, but the nose is a little longer than the tail, so it's got some setback on board, but it feels really double-ender. It feels real true twin almost.
It really does.
The camber profile is just like the old Mountain Twin, kind of camber between the feet, going a little bit past the bindings, but now they got a new bonus. They got a little bit of that spoon tech that Jones uses that we really like, because it doesn't mess with the consistency of the feel underfoot in all conditions.
Yeah.
It happens after the camber, kind of right as the camber's ending, it begins, so it doesn't feel washy or edgeless. It still feels like a hybrid camber board. You just feel it a little bit buttering and a lot in powder.
Yep.
Kind of cool. And flex, definitely stiffer than the Jones Mountain Twin.
Yeah. Yeah, it's way stiffer.
Yeah.
That flex is way easier.
This board is just less accessible to the average rider like Peter and I. A little harder to butter. Pop is not easy to access.
No.
It feels more dead. It doesn't feel just as easy, as lively, as energetic as these two other boards to the left and right of me, the Aviator and the Mountain Twin. If you want ultra poppy and light, go Aviator, but it's going to be a little more chattery.
Yeah.
If you want kind of that perfect balance between pop and liveliness and uneven terrain capabilities, this is the boy.
You want ultra damp, stiff, more aggressive, you might want the Ultra Mountain Twin.
It has a fast base, super damp. It's kind of one of those boards though, like when you're in that hard, micro bumpy, uneven terrain that's like, you're still riding groomers, but the groomers just aren't groomed that well. This is just not that fun. It doesn't feel good, but in most conditions it's good. But as you get into that harder conditions that are uneven, I don't like it. It's not really what you want to be riding in, but the Mountain Twin does a much better job at that. But this does better just pointing it. Just in good conditions, bombing. This is just going to feel stable, and it's going to have faster base. They're all very fast bases. The regular Mountain Twin's base is pretty fast, but it's not like as fast as this. You can feel a little extra glide, especially in powder or good conditions. They changed the edge hold a little bit. It seems a little more subtle, but it still felt really close. We couldn't compare it to an old Ultra Mountain Twin because I don't have it anymore, but it seems like it's still got that competent grip for snow mint, kind of that really hard snow, but not an ice specialist.
Not an ice specialist by any means, but it had very competent grip, you know, up there. And also not catchy like Magna Traction, which a lot of people don't like.
Yeah,
you know,
not overly grippy.
Good edge hold without latching on too much.
True. So, turn initiation and carving. The Ultra Mountain Twin, I don't know what they're doing with this and the Mountain Twin, but this year something happened with maybe the longer effective edge, the change in the disruption of the side cut, the spoon tech, whatever's going on here seemed to make the turn initiation a little faster. Maybe it's the side cuts a little deeper, who knows? But I didn't get to straight up compare it, but it felt a little faster than the old Jones Mountain Twin in most conditions. But it's still got that same track well personality. And when you get it over on side cut, it doesn't spring through the turn. The Jones Mountain Twin or the Ultra Mountain Twin really were like carve masters.
No.
But they're good.
They had loose circles of friends.
And powder, just like the Mountain Twin, this is what makes this a true like one board quiver. You ride this centered, you put it on reference stance, you have a time on groomers. When a deep day in powder comes, and this is your only board, it can set back in powder, you get a little taste of what a free ride board is going to be like with that extra setback.
If you're traveling and like weight and everything is an issue and you can only bring one board on your travels, you know, which is often a thing that happens to us, this has tons of cool little like tech that's gonna add to your powder experience. You have the hybrid camber, so you have a little bit of rocker, a little tiny bit of lifted rocker. It's not much, but it definitely improves your powder experience over full
starts
camber.
After a little bit after the binding, so you got a good bit there.
You have this spoon tech up in the nose, classic Jones spoon tech. It's not much. It's not overly exaggerated like in the Lone Wolf or in the Mind Expander, but there's a little bit there, and you really feel it rolling in the powder. You feel it creating a much nicer churning and just floating experience.
Ride and park, just go off some big kickers and, you know, just leave it there.
Yeah, if you're like that type of dude, you know, then
This is for those who send it.
Yeah.
And overall, I say personally, just get the Jones Mountain Twin if you're going to ask me, unless you're just all about wanting a directional twin, almost twin board that can just point it for super big kickers and you just like to bomb a lot, regular and switch.
Yeah, and you think that the Mountain Twin is too soft and too playful and too kind of just good at being friends with everyone and you need more superlatives in your board. This is the board for you.
All our reviews are a best effort, objective opinion from an average rider's perspective. There's no brand oversight, and we're free to say whatever we want. We send back everything unless it's a favorite, then we ask to keep those or straight up buy them. Now, if you need advice, fill out the eHarmony profile in the Contact Us section of the site. It's the only way I can help you properly. If you want to support us, and if what we reviewed appeals to you, it helps if you buy through our links. So, thanks for watching. Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2, testing.